Hello students, today I want to explain about knee-jerk reflex. This knee-jerk reflex was found or it was first noted in 1875. This is a type of involuntary response. Okay, the muscles in our body, they function in two ways. One is voluntary fashion and involuntary fashion. So, and if you see voluntary activity, they performed a voluntary activity, means on their will, on their will. The muscles also, they function voluntarily. What is voluntarily means, if we want to make them function, we can make them function on our will. For example, I want to lift a book, so my brain gives an order to the muscle, to my arm muscle, to my hand muscle, so that I can lift the book. That means it is a voluntary activity. It is on your will. The muscle is working. But in some cases, what happens means the muscles, they work involuntarily. For example, the heart muscle is there. Is it in your control? No, it is not at all in your control. So the muscles work in both a voluntary fashion and involuntary fashion also. Voluntary fashion means the muscles function is under your control. But involuntary fashion means the muscles function is not under your control. That the voluntary fashion means it is under your control. Involuntary fashion means it is not under your control. Okay. So in this knee-jerk reflex, how to prove this knee-jerk reflex means sit on a table with the crossed legs. Okay. The uppermost leg will be freely moving. The uppermost leg will be freely moving. Okay. If you see, if you crisscrossed leg on sitting on a table or a chair, you can see a crossed legs. What will happen? The upper leg will be can move freely. Okay. Now you firmly, with one hand, you firmly hold the thigh. You firmly hold the thigh. You take a knee hammer. What is a knee hammer? Means if you go to an orthopedic surgeon, or then you can see a knee hammer. So okay. With this knee hammer, you sharply you hit the lower portion of your kneecap. Below the kneecap, you hit sharply. Then automatically, what will happen? Your leg raises up, as if it giving a kick. It is giving a kick. So this activity, or what we have observed, that means the kicking of the leg is not under your control. That is involuntary activity. It is an involuntary activity. How it happened means that when you hit with the knee hammer, automatically what happens means the thigh muscles, they contract. This causes the leg to raise up as if it is kicking. Okay. So in this is an involuntary fashion of working of muscle. It is nothing but a knee jerk reflex. It is a knee jerk reflex. Knee jerk reflex is an example for reflex arc. Okay. And another thing is this is involuntary activity of involuntary fashion of working of muscles. In the voluntary fashion of working of muscles, you can see, if you are playing football, you kick the football with your leg. Okay, it is under your will. You kick the football or you don't kick the football. That means it is a voluntary activity of functioning of muscle. So there is a voluntary activity, involuntary activity of muscle. So this knee jerk reflex comes under involuntary action of mechanism of muscles. It is involuntary response. Okay. So when this knee jerk reflex was first found, means I have said before, in 1875. And in this knee jerk reflex, if you see, the scientists, they have come to a, they have a doubt whether spinal nerves are involved in this case or not. Means what they have done, a small experiment. They have cut the spinal nerves which are passing on through the thigh in a monkey, experimental monkey. Then the knee jerk reflex did not occur. That means the spinal nerves are involved in the knee jerk reflex. Okay, thank you.